Hi guys, I've got the iPhone 12 release date and price, and I want to tell you all about it. So from recent information leaks, it is looking likely the successor to the iPhone 11 and the 11 Pro models will be the iPhone 12 and Pro models. We have information about the specs, the release date, and prices, what I want to tell you about right after this. If you want to hear the latest about technology, top 5s, and how to do refurbs, please do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell. So the new iPhone 12 will replace the current iPhone 11 series. Instead of 3 models that have been released in recent years, the model range in 2020 seems to consist of now having 4 different devices on release. Where Samsung opts for an extra large and pricey S20 Ultra model, Apple seems to have a new opportunity on the other end of the market with introducing an extra compact and powerful smartphone. It is looking likely these 4 iPhones will be announced on Tuesday, September 8th, 2020, with a release date of just over a week later on Friday, September 18th, also 2020. This would then keep in line with the tradition for the last few years where an iPhone is just released after mid-September. The standard iPhone 12 is looking like it will come out at about $750, an increase of $50 over the iPhone 11. This is due to a new design, as can be seen, and the increase of inflation. It is also worth noting that the current COVID-19 pandemic could cause delays in the price changes at the time of this video being made live. So, back to the designs. The first is the smallest model that is pointing in the direction of having a 5.4-inch OLED screen with a dual digital camera on the back. This smartphone is also called the iPhone 12 mini, although the designation of the model is by no means certain. Unlike the new SE2, this iPhone will fully match the other 2020 models in design and functions. In addition, a 6.1-inch OLED model with a dual camera is expected. This will probably be the standard model similar to the iPhone 11 but in a whole new design. The Apple iPhone 12 Pro may also get a 6.1 OLED screen, which would be breaking tradition of the 5.8-inch. But with a triple camera plus the TOF camera. And finally the iPhone 12 Pro Max model, which will have a 6.7-inch OLED display and also accommodate a triple camera plus the 3D TOF camera as well. The latter 2 devices will therefore have a slightly larger screen than before. If you're unaware of what the 3D TOF camera is, this is the new camera sensor added to the 2020 iPad Pro, what is fantastic for AR, and I'm sure Apple will have other clever uses for this technology with its cameras. So let's do some comparing now of the iPhone 11 to the 12. As mentioned, the standard 11 already has a 6.1-inch display and likely to stay the same. We have a new smaller model with a 5.4-inch screen, which will cost less than a normal iPhone 12 but more than the new iPhone SE2 that just got released. This means Apple will be stepping into the mid-range phone territory as the new SE2 is now the budget phone. But back to comparisons of the Pro model from 2019 to 2020, the normal 11 Pro variant where a 5-inch screen has chosen. This will probably now be a 6.1 and still OLED. Then finally the top model, the Pro Max, which had a 6.5-inch display, will grow slightly to a 6.7-inch screen. This is an understandable choice, since many high-end smartphones from other manufacturers now offer such a large screen area. By further reducing the screen edges, a slightly larger display surface can be integrated without significantly increasing the overall dimensions, so that the phone can still be operated with one hand. It would also be the first time that Apple only uses OLED panels, as the price of this technology has come down in time. However, Apple still will use a LCD in its SE2 as this is the budget phone. There have been rumours for some time that the iPhone 2020 lineup will also get a new design as seen from these latest renders. The 12 series models are said to have the strong similarities with the industrial design of the iPhone 4, what in my honest opinion is still the best looking iPhone Apple made. The aluminium frame edges become metal frame edges. The rounded edges will give way to more straight lines. This will bring a whole new look to the phone. The 2/2.5D glass on the front and back will be kept, as this helps with wireless charging, as a metal back cannot support this. In addition, there have been rumours for the new phones are also getting thinner than their predecessor. For example, the iPhone 12 Pro Max would only be 7.4mm thick, which is almost 10% thinner than the 8.1mm 11 Pro Max at the moment. In addition, some believe that the notch will be slightly smaller than before. However, no significant changes are expected there. For example, Face ID will remain available, as will the True Depth camera system, which are processed in the notch for the last 3 generations. As yet, no information is known about the resolution of the selfie camera. The top models were equipped with a 12 megapixel front-facing camera last year. This camera may receive an upgrade. However, it is likely a faster facial unlock will be built into the upcoming iOS 14 than a change in the hardware. For rear cameras, the cheap model, the Apple iPhone 12 mini, is equipped with 2 cameras on the back, probably a wide-angled and an ultra-wide-angle camera. The same setup is probably also applied to its bigger brother, the iPhone 12. The 2 Pro models get a more impressive camera setup. The third lens will probably again be a telephoto lens, but this time with a 3 times zoom. In addition, there is talk of a 4th lens in the form of a TOF, a time-of-flight camera, so that 3D photos can be made. With a TOF camera, the depth can be observed very precisely, with all probably lead to better portrait photos and more AR capabilities. It is no secret that Apple sees a future in AR. For example, the American smartphone manufacturer was amongst the first to introduce Animojis and Memojis. The iPhone 12 Pro models are expected to feature other new augmented reality features. However, details are still being scarce. Camera features that debuted in the 11 series, such as Deep Fusion, Night Mode, and Quick Take, will undoubtedly be reflected in the new models. Deep Fusion allows you to take better photos in poor lighting conditions. The Night Mode ensures that evening and night recordings also look extra detailed. Quick Take makes it possible to record a short video while shooting. For chipset, we expected to see the debut of the A14 Bionic chip that is being made in the 5nm process. This is a huge upgrade over the 7nm A13 chipset. We are therefore very curious about the first benchmark test results, which will probably show significantly higher scores than before. The updated processor will be extra energy efficient and will contribute to significantly better gaming performance, but nothing has been clarified as of yet. Less is known about the memory at this time. There has been talk of 6GB of RAM, at least for the Pro models. This is a significant improvement over the 4GB RAM found in the iPhone 11 phones. In addition, we naturally hope that Apple finally abandons the 64GB base model, especially for the Pro models, because 64GB is really outdated for smartphones in this price range. The recent increase in Apple MacBook models and the pressure from rival phone creators, Apple will finally make 128GB the lowest capacity for all its models this year. 5G antennas is the next question, and Apple have been keeping this their best secret. It's still unconfirmed if this generation of the iPhone will have 5G. With 2020 having the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of 5G antennas have not been installed, and Apple may delay 5G in their phones until next year. Finally, for battery life, not much is being said at this point. Even with the likes of the new Samsung S20 Ultra and the Huawei P40 Pro, the battery on the iPhone 11 Max Pro still beats these models with a smaller battery, what is less than 4,000 mAh. It is likely that Apple might increase the battery to say 4,100 or 4,200 mAh per hour, With the new A14 5nm chipset, that is on its own would probably just increase efficiency in day-to-day life. So a bigger battery probably isn't actually needed. Well guys, that's the latest and greatest we have to tell about the iPhone 12. If you have enjoyed this video, please do press the like button and also don't forget to subscribe to get the latest information on tech. Until next time guys, I will see you soon.